next I'll move on to the prerequisites of development. For every any development, like you might be aware of .NET or Java or C language. So when we write the programs where we are storing, suppose we are writing Java code through Notepad, and we wanted to store somewhere in that C drive or D drive, we should have some folder, right? Writing that dot class files. In SAP ABAP also, when you write some any kind of development, we supposed to store somewhere. Here that's called as a package. Okay, we supposed to save everything in the package level. Okay. So all developments we call as a development objects. For every development object should be stored in the package, and package also one of the development object. Okay, so when we create the package or any object, okay, so it will store basically in the transport layer. Okay, so because we are doing everything in the development system, so we're supposed to move to quality and pre-production subsequently. So package will not able to move directly to quality and production. In Java environment, if you have two environments, there are cloud or it may be in local machine also. We are just copying those folders from one folder to one folder or one location to another location. But here we want to do that through package and all. So we have some concept called transport management system, SAP, which is handling by basis team. Okay, so we have to store anything in the transport management system. So when we store transport management system, we should have some unique number for our developments that we call as the transport number. Okay. So you can see here what is transport number or transport request we call. So here you can see what is transport request means. SAP transport is a package which is used to transfer data. Data means development objects from one installation to another installation. So basically, this we call high level. One installation to another installation means because development and quality also having both have separate installation numbers. Installation means technical. There is a one number provided by SAP, okay, for each system to register in SAP portal and all. So that we call as the installation. So to transfer the data between the installation systems, we need that transport packages. Okay. So these changes can be from small changes or big changes. So when we measure these smaller large changes, basically when we do the programs and all, it will be become a large changes. But small changes means once the project is in after go live, there might be small changes required, like adding one more field or doing some small changes. Okay, those all comes under small changes. Okay, so basically it comes under change request and all comes under small changes. Okay, suppose in case of ECC, we have to move from development to quality to production. Okay, so each TR means short name of transport request. Okay, each tier contains one or more jobs or also change tasks we call. So suppose when we create transport number, suppose number is one example at this moment. For every one number, there might be some sub numbers also. So that we call as a change task or subtask. So once that task is done, so and unit testing also done in development, we have to move to quality. So before moving to quality, we need to release the transport. So that also I'll show you how to release the transport. So once you release the transport, then only it will move to that quality in production. Okay. So only for quality purpose we have to release. After that, in quality we don't need to release. So only development release activity will be happen through development only. So remaining will be taking care of that the transport layer, which basis is configured background. It might be transport layer, or there might be we might be using solution manager also for we call as a CHAM process, change request management system. That workflow will take care of it till the production based on the certain steps. Okay. And in transport also, transport request also we have two types of transport requests: workbench transport, customizing request. Okay, so workbench transport using by ABAPers for the development purpose. Customizing request using by functionals, either FICO consultants or SD consultant, MM consultants. Okay, so whenever they are doing tax code creation, sales organization creation, sales office creation, transportation zone creation. So whenever they do activity, it will ask the one transport. Okay, so they will create as a customizing request and they will save that content, that actual data configuration content will save in the customizing request, and they will also move same to development to quality after doing some tests, and then finally they will move to production. So in our case, whenever we say we use workbench transport, it is a cross client transport request. Cross client means now we are using 800 clients for the development purpose, right? But in this system there are many clients like 800. By default, SAP providing 000 as a client, and 066 001 three clients by default SAP will provide. You can see here 000 it is showing, but after logging it is actually it is 800. I'll show you all the clients which are configured in this system, but we don't have access all the clients. I'm just logging to the system. So it is showing, previously it was not showing this pop-up. Now it is showing because I mean our login timed out. So but system considered still we are in login state, the previous login. So that's why it is asking continue with this login and end other logins. Okay, so we can select this. So I tried wrong password 2 times, so that's why we got this message. Number of failed password login 2 attempts. If you do 3 attempts, so I mean system will, I mean user ID will be locked. So then you will not able to log in. You have to contact again base system for that. Okay, in project level. Okay. See, now I'll show all the clients which are configured in the system. The transaction code is SCC4. SCC4. Okay. You can see these are all the clients. By default, SAP provided 000, 001, 066. Remaining clients are configured by base system. So in our case, the system owners. We don't have base system, like we are using sandbox systems, right? So this is configured by the system owners. Currently, we are using 800 client. You can see development client they mentioned here. The remaining or maybe the base system might be using for practice purpose. They might be configured these many systems. Okay. For our development also, there might be only 3 to 4 clients, 800, 810, and 811 like that. Okay, 3 clients. Remaining these three are common for every system because if there is a issue happening, base system will restore the data based on these clients. Okay, so they will not give access to anyone. Only base system have access for these 3 clients by default. Okay, so when you do when we write any program, that program can be see all the clients. So that's why we that is a point we are mentioning here. So workbench transport, it's a cross client. We can see all these all the clients. If we do any program, if we create any table or any development object, we can see all these workbench transport. But if you do customizing transport, suppose if you create sales office in 800 client, we will not able to see sales office 810, 811. The data is purely client specific.
Gotcha.
So that is the differences between this, and you
Mhm.
can go to the remaining description. Now for creating the transport, we are using these three T codes: SE09, SE01, SE10. So now I am using SE09. Ababus will prefer SE09, and functionals will prefer other transactions, and basis will prefer one more transaction. Now we are using SE09. See, I am opening here. So currently I already opened this SE64. I want to open SE09. So what shortcut I supposed to use?
/n and SC09.
Dash and SE09. So you can see transport organizer. So here you can see the options: workbench request, customizing request. We have other two also. This I will tell you later. Transport of copies and relocations. Okay. So basically there are two types: workbench request and customizing request. Okay. And you can see two status: modifiable and release. Okay. So modifiable means at the time of developing or the time of creation of functional activity, that time it will show as a modifiable. Once you release, once it that data move to quality, it will show under the release status. Okay. So for these users, now we supposed to create new transport. So we have this create option. You might see in the login pad the same symbol. Here also we have the same symbol, or you can use the F6 also shortcut. So you just click on this F6. Okay. So are you able to see this pop-up?
Yep.
Again, we have number of options here. Basically, the first two options we are using, customizing request, workbench request. I'm going with workbench request, okay? So you select this workbench request, just click on continue. It will land to the one more pop-up where we're supposed to provide short description or all. So I'm mentioning here. You're supposed to give relevant description, okay? So or sometimes they will ask us to put the change request number and description. If you are under the change request, if you are doing any phases wise like first quarter, second quarter, third quarter release of developments, we have to select here project. So we don't have any projects configured here, so we just mention some description, just putting a relevant description about training for May batch, okay? So and target system always should be quality system. Now what is our system is ES7, it's a development. Quality system is QS7, someone is configured, so we can use this one. If it is not showing here, we have to get it from F4 option. These symbols we call as F4. In the F4 you can see this. We have only one system, but if you have different system, you have to select basically quality system number. Basically the system names how it looks like I mean DS7, QS7, PS7. The first letter will indicate which environment we are. If it is showing DH7 development, QS7 quality, PS7 is production. So since it is sandbox, it is they didn't configure properly, proper understanding way. Okay, so currently I'm selecting quality one, PS7, and here it is our user ID. So are you able to see my user ID here? 85 above 82.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. So if you want to take backup, like if you are working together in your team with the two developers, you can put another developer ID also under the same request. Because if you are mentioning your user ID, the other person will not able to see this transport number until unless we supposed to provide the transport number, then they can change their owner of the transport. But if you are not providing, they will not able to identify if there are number of transports. Suppose if you are in sick leave or something, so we should have backup, so you can take another developer ID, you can put their user ID here, okay? I'm just continuing with my ID only, so you can click on save here. You can see that I mean this tree structure, okay? Work we are in workbench request, and it is which target? It's a quality system target. If you're not mentioning target, it will show as a local workbench. So local workbench will not help us to move quality in production. If you release also, the code will not go to quality and all. It will be corrupted the file. So we should have target as a quality, then only data will move to quality in production. Okay. So now we have a QS7 as a target, and it is under modifiable state, not release state. You can see this is the transport number, and we have a subtask as usual. For every transport number, there are change task or subtask we call. So basically, it is showing unclassified unless we do the development. It is showing as unclassified. You can see the description above training for May batch. So actually, the transport number, the naming convention is first three letters is a system ID. You can see here what is our system ID? ES7. You can see first three letters is a system ID, and K is common. It is by default fourth letter is K is common. Next six letters, the number will be dynamic. Now we have a 780. The subtask is 782 to 781. If you create new one, it might be 782 or it might be 900, because many developers are using, right, commonly. If someone is creating in between, customizing 782 might be customizing first. So number will be increased, these six numbers. Okay. So this is these are all the steps for transport creation. So I already documented here. You can see it. So we have to click on F6 and we have to select workbench type. The pop-up will come. We have to provide short description, target system, and project. It is optional. And we have to click on. It will create this transport number. This is a previous transport number. We can will mention here 901-780.
In this case, sir, 780 is our transport number, right?
Yes, yes. You
Okay,
can
okay.
also create new transport with your user ID. It is, we don't have
Okay.
any section. We can create number of transport, no problem. You can see
Yeah.
transport number description is first three letters of system ID, and K is common, 6 digits dynamic number. Okay. This is the naming convention of transport. If you
Yeah,
see,
that is.
Yeah, if you sign the production also,
Yes.
it will show same numbers only. It will not show production based system because the transport moved from development. In production also, it will show the same transport only. If you if you sign programming, basically these are all the steps to create the transport number. This is again, this is different from client to client. So
Yeah.
sometimes they will not give access to ABAP developers if there is a Solman system involved through CHAM process. So whoever it is the owner of the change request, so they will create the transport numbers and they will provide the transport number we supposed to use in our program creation. They will not use this SE09, SE0, and SE10. So the transaction fully configured through controlled by solution manager. So we don't have access even for this transaction in our development. So everything
Acha.
controlled by solution manager externally. So there is a CHAM process defined. There might be 12 to 13 steps like a unit testing, FUT, UAT, and all will be defined. So that system will handle all the transport creation, movement, and all. If there is no
Got
chance, everything will be transport and all we can create, and we will hand over these numbers to basis team, and they will do manually from dev to quality, quality to production. Okay. So there are three
so
process following for the movement of transports.